welcome back to part 4 of What If Joey Was a Red Eyes Player? We left off with Joey beating Mako, and then we basically glossed over the whole Joey getting possessed and dueling Yugi thing. Again, just to reiterate, the reason I didn't do that is because it just didn't make sense to do it. We know how this is going to ultimately go down. Joey's A, going to resist Mariks' mind control, and B, it would just been too convoluted to figure out if he would have lost or won or anything, just because it's a completely different deck he's running here. So we catch up now to the aftermath, to them going to the Battle City Blimp for the semifinals. Well, actually, no, it's the quarterfinals. And quarterfinals? Semifinals? Quarterfinals. Quarterfinals. And they're all having a good time. Joey then sees Mariks and he's like, and their duel's getting underway. He's squaring off with them, just giving them the stink eye, doing the shuffling the deck thing. And the duel begins. And so the duel the duel gets underway of Joey versus, let's be honest, Odion, not Mariks. Now, Joey did go first in this duel. His opening hand consists here of Baby Dragon, Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight, Kunai with Chain, or excuse me, not Kunai with Chain, but Red Eyes Fang with Chain, Pot of Greed, Red Eyes Black Chick, and then the sixth card he drew was, I should probably just use Miracle Fusion, honestly, for that card. The Red Eyes Miracle Fusion card I made up for the last video, or made up in the last video. He drew that as well. Spoilers, it's never going to be used here. Now, obviously, Joey's first opening move is to play Pot of Greed. This draws him two cards. The two cards are Polymerization, which may or may not come in handy. I'm going to explain why in a little bit. There we go, enlarge. There we go. And good old trusty, used in tournaments to this day, Scapegoat. Scapegoat's an awesome card. I love Scapegoat. So, honestly, Joey's opening play here is almost probably a complete mirror of what he had in the original. He summons out his Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight, which, by the way, its effect really isn't going to do anything here. It might work with, say, a Kunai and Chain, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this thing does specify spell cards. It does specify equip cards, so you can use a Kunai and Chain effect, Kunai and Chain, or Dragon, or Red Eyes Fang with Chain effect with this. All right. And so he plays that. He also I would say he does set his Red Eyes Fang with Chain, and ends his turn. Joey plays a little bit of style here. Immediately though, and then Odion goes through his turn, plays Temple of the Kings, which allows Joey to play two cards at any one time, sets two cards, and ends his turn. Now, I had to kind of reverse engineer what Odion probably had at that point. And from what I could tell, I think he set both his Judgment of Anubis, I think, was a guaranteed set. And I think it was Eye of Ujat, which basically redirects the attack to a different creature. I believe that's what was set. I believe turn one. But one other thing that's being pointed out right now is by Kaiba. Because remember, Kaiba does not have any faith in Joey's ability as a duelist. He thinks he's an amateur. He doesn't think he belongs here. So on, he thinks he has a pathetic deck. He almost certainly knows about Gearfried the Iron Knight. Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight? It's like, wait a minute. Something's wrong here. It's like, what's that? That can't be a real card. Well, what do you mean? Gearfried, there's a card called Gearfried the Iron Knight. That's something I'd expect this little Joey to have. But I've never heard of a Red Eyes Gearfried the Iron Knight. What's going on here? Hold on. I think Mokuba goes and he brings up some of the stuff that some of Joey's duels. Like he has to go and get something. Meanwhile, Kaiba's keeping an eye on the duel. So now it's Joey's turn. Joey draws Red Eyes Black Dragon. All right, then, it's my turn, Mariks. And so technically this is set here. But so here's Joey's hand right at the moment. I'm going to summon my Red Eyes Black Chick. Another card I've never seen. What's this card as well? Then I sacrifice it to summon my Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's it. It's like, and Mariks is actually, Odion is actually not loving this scenario right now. This isn't quite good. This isn't good. So obviously Joey goes in for an attack, but Odion plays his goes in for attack, and he goes in with Eye of Red Eyes Black Dragon. I think this is still Joey, so he goes with the heftier guy first. Because, yes, if he goes in with, say, Odion for Gearfried first, he's got to act. I think Mariks would have to take the hit, or Odion would have to take the hit. Here, though, I think what happens more is that, or he attacks with Red Eyes. Joey's still going to attack with Red Eyes first. Attacks, acts Eye of Odion. And it's like, all right, fine. You got lucky there, Mariks. And so Joey's down 600 life points. There goes Gearfried, unfortunately. I'll set one card in my turn. Now Mariks. Now Odion's like, I just used up that, and that. We know the other 3 cards were Magic when he had like the full 5 on the field. Were 3 embodiments of Apophysis, the Eye of Odion, and a Magic Jammer. We know that's what those were. So I think Mariks gonna, or Odion. I keep saying Mariks, Odion, but they kind of consider him Mariks in the mind. So Mariks has Magic Jammer, and then he basically has his embodiment of Apophysis on the field. So next up is fine. It's my move again, Mariks. I summon my Joey draws Mass Dragon. I'll summon my Mass Dragon in attack mode. All right, attack him directly, Mass Dragon. Huh, you fool. I activate my face down card, embodiment of Apophysis. And so he basically brings out his 3 embodiment of Apophysis, mostly to protect his life points. He knows he's going to take some hits here, but it's mostly to protect his life points. Now, I do need to reread the Red Eyes Fang with a chain real quick here, because this might be something Joey can use at some point. I reread it originally, but I need to reread it again. Red Eyes Fang with chain. Okay. Target 1 Red Eyes monster you control and equip it. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, then target 1 effect monster on the field. Equip that to the target. Equip that to target the monster card. What the hell? Sorry, I'm reading this verbatim, and this language isn't quite up. You can equip this card. Extend this equipped card to the graveyard, then target 1 effect monster on the field. Equip that target to the monster card this card is equipped to. Oh, okay. I get it now. All right, I get it now. So Mass Dragon comes in, and Mass Dragon. Okay, now I know what it's worded weird. It is worded weird, but I know what's going on here. So Joey attacks with Mass Dragon. And he, now I guess the question is, so I think I know what I'm going to do here now. I know what I'm going to do here now. Sorry. But Joey's going to attack with Mass Dragon. Embodiment of Apophysis comes out, all 3 of them. Again, Mariks knows he's going to take a little bit of a hit here, but it's fine. Joey's Mass Dragon gets destroyed, but in response, he brings out, I'm going to bring out my it has an effect. I'm going to bring out Blackstone Legend. It's like, there's another one. What the heck? I've never seen that card before either. Mokuba, what do you have? I've got bringing them down. And you're watching a little screen, and Mokuba's like, apparently Joey must have gotten a serious upgrade. There's no way. These cards, I've never even heard of these cards. And then Kaiba thinks there's only one person who would have given, there's only one way he could have gotten these cards. Pegasus. He must have had some sort of sympathy for the fool. And now Kaiba's like, well, let's see how well he continues to play this. Are you really going to? I still have an attack, Mariks. It's like, very well then. I'll have to. Very well then. But I will lose almost nothing from your attack. You sure about that? I activate my Red Eyes Fang with chain. Here's the deal, Mariks. I can equip it to 1 Red Eyes monster I control. I can activate a strat to equip to 1 Red Eyes monster I control. I can then make up to 2 attack. The monster can then make 2 attacks on each monster. Can make an attack on 2 monsters each battle phase. What? And then he attack both the Apophysis. Puffapoo. And Mariks is not doing well, or Odion not doing well now. Just, and yeah, Mariks, Odion's in a bit of a bind now because Odion just lost 1,600 life points, which brings him down to 24. Joey was only at around, is still at like 32. And then that's not done yet, Marik. You're what? It's like, that's right. I activate, and actually, hold on one second. I want to double check something because technically this duel could end right now. I need to be sure when you can activate the ability of Blackstone of Legend. Let's see here. Stone of Legend. All right. So Blackstone of Legend, I just need to be sure when you can okay. You can tribute this card, special summon this monster from your deck. If this card is in your grave, you can target one monster in your deck. Activate. Is this a... Can you do this as a quick effect? It doesn't say... It just says once per turn. You contribute this in special summon. Look, let's... someone in the comment section correct me, please, on what needs to... on what's going on. Or correct me if I need to be corrected here. But I'm going to be honest... And maybe it's because I play a lot of Magic over Yu-Gi-Oh! I still obviously have an interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! But nothing to the point where I played it in a while. But it sounds to me like, hypothetically, you could bring this out in the battle phase, use its effect, and sacrifice to bring out a Red Eyes to attack. That's the way it sounds to me. And that's the way I'm going to be treating it for this duel. So it's like, not just yet. Blackstone Legend has an effect once per turn. Even in the battle phase, I can sacrifice it to bring out another 7-star Red Eyes monster from my graveyard, from my deck. So come out my second Red Eyes Black Dragon. He's got 2 Red Eyes now. And Kaiba's now thinking, yeah, Pegasus wanted to make him like me. They're just the Red Eyes version of me. Is that right, huh? And so Joey's second Red Eyes comes in and just blows away the last embodiment of Apophis. And this is pretty much actually where this duel is going to end, because there's a whole amount of time going with Odion and Joey just kind of drawing and not playing anything. Now, granted, Odion plays a trap-focused deck, a heavily trap-focused deck. So it's very possible that he still had cards to play. For instance, the card that would have destroyed shit on the field had Joey attacked. Let me just see here. Odion. Oh, sorry. Joey versus Odion. Hold on. Let me just double check how far that duel was going. Because the way Joey got around Odion's cards is he used Foolish Burial to put Jinzo in his graveyard and then used Grave Robber to steal Jinzo, bring it on the battlefield. Now, that's not how Grave Robber works in real life. Not even hell, in the real world, Grave Robber is you need to pay 2,000 life to play the card you copy. So the anime version of Grave Robber is super hacks. It's super hacks. Yeah. So regardless, Joey ends his turn here. Odion's now in a pickle. The long and short of it is, even if he has something, it wouldn't matter. Joey would end up drawing Time Wizard next, was the card that came up. And he would try to fuse with Baby Dragon for 1,000 Dragon. It would fail, but Joey would still have the fusion requirements in his hand. Because I believe that's how that works, is that you wouldn't lose the cards you're trying to fuse. You'd summon Baby Dragon out as, just in case. And then he'd go in for the full-on attack. Even if Odion had something to kind of stop the attack, he'd be done. Because there's 3 Red Eyes on the field, 2 Red Eyes on the field plus a Baby Dragon. Now, Joey can't make any fusions here, simply due to the fact that he doesn't have any actual requirements. He's got 2 Red Eyes, but he needs 3 for Red Eye Supreme Dragon, or he needs his Red Eyes Darkness for the other fusion, which still has not been shown yet, by the way. But given the fact we'll get down to that road soon, it's all good. Joey ends up just straight out beating Odion. Now, here's a big thing here. Here's the big thing. We know Odion was keeping the evil spirit of Marik at bay. We do know that. But is him just losing going to cause Marik to go insane? I don't know. I think, no. See, what it was is Odion was knocked unconscious. Here, Odion just loses. Which means there's a very big difference here. Because Marik is still just Marik. He's not evil Marik. I'm Marik. That's what's happening here. And so because Odion is still very much awake, they can still pull the ruse off that, I believe it's not Nemu, Nomu? That was his name? I can't remember. That Odion is Marik and that Marik is someone else. Add on to the fact that it's a fake Winged Dragon Ra now Joey has in his deck that he's still probably going to try to use. Then we now have a very interesting little debacle coming. However, Joey, Marik dueling Mai coming up. Now, I'm not going to really go into I would assume the deck he's using is still the same deck. That's the thing. I don't know if evil Marik changed up or normal Marik's deck at all. I assume he didn't. It's the same cards he's running that he had in his original deck. It's just he's playing with a lot more malice and sadism. But that's the thing here is that would Marik also be running the Winged Dragon of Ra in his deck? Because let's actually be honest here. If Marik's not running the Winged Dragon of Ra in his deck to keep his guys going, and he's running the exact same deck, Mai's gonna beat his ass. That's just it. Mai would beat his ass then. Because the only reason she lost is because she couldn't use the Winged Dragon of Ra. And also they were in a shadow game. So yeah, this is all repercussions right now, serious repercussions. So I have a feeling Marik has to use the Winged Dragon of Ra. He does, and he basically gives the reveal that he is the real Marik, that the Winged Dragon of Ra, because he has no choice but to win the duel. He has to win the duel, and so. It's revealed that he has the Winged Dragon of Oz, and so he reveals himself in the middle of the duel to be Marik. And so Mai again tries to beat him, but fails. We know for a fact that even the real Marik didn't know all the secrets of the Winged Dragon of Ra, as it turns out. So I believe, which ability was it? The ability to transfer, no, what was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. The ability to resurrect from the grave. I think that's the one he didn't know about. So, I think, anyway. And so Marik ultimately beats Mai. Odion is revealed to be a fake. Now, this would raise some legal concerns in Battle City in terms of how Kaiba would react to this. And he honestly doesn't care about Odion. Odion's lost. The Winged Dragon of Ra is still in play. And Joey's like, so this thing's a fake? It's like, yeah, whatever. It's like, I see. So, well, I guess I'll have it. It'll be a little bit harder for time going after the Winged Dragon of Ra than I thought. And so the duel continues, or the Battle City games continue. Ishizu is actually a lot more hopeful here because Odion's still around. And she was actually surprised to see that Joey beat him so soundly, actually. So, she maybe even passes by and says, Joseph, I just want to say thank you for what you did. It's like, by beating Odion, you have enabled Marik's better side to stay available. Although we see during the duel that Marik was still struggling with his dark side. So it's possible his dark side comes out in the duel with Mai briefly, and then maybe just beats her and then goes back. And ultimately, I think maybe the dark side comes out again and just kind of knocks out Odion with the power. Maybe that's how, you know what? Maybe that's how it happens. Maybe Odion gets knocked out when the Winged Dragon of Ra is actually legitimately summoned. But I don't know. Maybe we could or no, you know what? I know what it is. I know what it is. Although, and we'll talk about it in just a second. So Bakura actually would maybe just be trying to take on Marik outright here. Yeah, he won't be. She's just giving me eyes right now. It's like, I want to go upstairs and snuggle and sleep in the bed. You're just being cute right now. You're being a cutie girl. My dog is just such a brat sometimes, but we love you. So I think what we can get is, first off, the duel of Marik and Bakura. I think would probably go about the same, although although again, Marik is less evil here. I think they do have a shadow game, and I think Bakura still loses. Although, again, these are duels I'm not really going over with because they're not really the main crux of the series. And I think Ishizu does still lose to Kai because Millennium Rod intervened kind of thing. But how, in theory, could Evil Marik come out if he came out? I think that maybe, even though we know Marik and Ishizu actually were not taken captive by Gozaburo at any point, maybe Odion, to protect Marik, was. And so he got knocked out. And he's kind of separate from the rest of the group for the majority of the time. Maybe he meets up with him at the end saying he's been having his own misadventures. Like, he's not going to be dueling at all. But, although, you know what, maybe that's one extra thing I'll throw into the next video, is an Odion versus the Big Five duel. Because from a physical body standpoint, they're all grown men, first off. Why they'd want Taya or Serenity's body, I don't know. But Joey, Tristan, Kaiba, Duke, even Yugi to a degree, I can understand. But Odion is a grown man also, so that actually makes a lot of sense that they might want him. So, but that being said, would they have his cards on file? That's the question. Anyway, I don't know. That's just a fun thought. Let me know if you want an Odion duel in the virtual world arc. We'll definitely obviously do the Yugi and Joey duel versus the Big Five, and Joey versus is it Gansley? Johnson video duel next week. Until then, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. By the way, unlike our leads, Joey's not getting any plot armor in this. If Joey's going to lose a duel, Joey's losing a duel. That's it. So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave off part 4. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.